Hey guys, so welcome back to part 2 of the Apartment Essentials series. Now this is the first 8 must-haves video. Now I'm gonna get right into it and show you guys what you guys need for your first aid kit in your apartment, home, dorm, wherever it is. So first I'm gonna start off with some liquid items. Now I have some 70% isopropyl alcohol. This is just from the supermarket, super simple. You want to have alcohol to cleanse things. Also can be used to get the bacteria off of your skin in general, like if you want to use it for your face. You might want to dilute it because it might burn your skin, but definitely this is a great thing to have to cleanse cuts, burns, and all of that. Next, I also have some witch hazel. Now, witch hazel is an astringent and it gently cleanses and conditions skin and helps soothe and relieve minor skin irritation. So definitely look into these 2 items to have as your liquid items. Now next, something that I had growing up was this book. And I know we have the internet now and everything like that, but I always like to think of like worst case scenarios. What if the power goes out, internet's down, whatever. I have this. It is a book of home remedies. Now this is called The Doctor's Book of Home Remedies. It's literally so old. It has a bunch of home remedies on all kinds of items. Turn to a random page. It has, let's see, kidney stones. Like it literally has so many things. Foot odor, like literally everything, and dry hair. Like it has literally remedies for everything. So if you guys kind of want like little old wives' tales kind of remedies, definitely look into like some kind of book like this. Next, I have a staple, Band-Aids. Now you don't have to get brand name Band-Aids by any means. Most of them work pretty much the same. I just had to get these and a couple of other brand name Band-Aid items because I wanted to get a free first aid kit one time, which I'll show you guys soon. So I basically did a little deal at Target where you get a certain amount of money spent and then you get a free first aid kit. So I just have some Band-Aids. These are just the standard all one size shape Band-Aids. This is the size that they actually are, and then it's just 30 in this pack. I always like get cuts every once in a while here and there, so I like to have some Band-Aids on hand. Now next thing my mom got me at the beginning of the pandemic, and it is some Airborne. Now Airborne is just like emergency. Basically put it in some water and it just gives you like a nice little boost of vitamin C for the day. Now this contains 500 milligrams of dried yeast fermentate. It's high in antioxidants, vitamins A, C, and E, and 500 milligrams of vitamin C, excellent source of zinc and selenium, and it's gluten-free. So definitely look into these if you guys want a little bit of boost to your immune system. Now I also have some Pepto-Bismol. Now this is an unopened box. It's just for like a quick symptom relief kind of thing. In case I ever get a stomachache, I like to have stuff like this on hand so I don't have to run out to the store or anything like that. And if I don't have, seltzer water, ginger ale, something like that, I like to just jump onto the Pepto-Bismol. I also have this. So this is why I also have a couple things that are the Band-Aid brand, because I wanted to get the deal that time. So I have some gauze pads. This is great because one time I actually ended up cutting my finger, cutting a sweet potato, and this definitely came in handy because I had to like soak up the blood with it. Next, this is a little bit more specific, but I had an earache one time, so I got some earache drops so I didn't have to go to the doctor and pay a copay and all of that. And this is basically how you kind of put like eye drops in your eye. This is like the same kind of like method. This is the Highlands earache drops, relieves ear pain fast. So it looks like it's literally just a little liquid and you just put a couple drops in your ear. Next, I have some creams and ointments. So one thing I like to have is some cortisone. You don't have to buy brand name first aid products at all. Generic brands work just the same. I just like bought some of the stuff just in case if you want to, like if there's coupons or whatever, you might want to get some of the brand name stuff so you can guys get something free. But definitely this is from Dollar Tree, and it's just a hydrocortisone cream. I usually use this when I get like a mosquito bite, so I've been getting a few over the past few weeks. So I'll just throw this on at night, and then usually by the next morning it is gone and no longer itchy, which is awesome. Next, I have some triple antibiotic ointment, which is basically a bacitracin thing. I like to put this on when I get little cuts or whatever. I also have some Neosporin on the go. This is just for quick little things. You just basically press it down and you just spray it on your cut. This is very liquidy though, so depending on your cut, you might want to put some antibiotic ointment on it versus this. Depending if you want to put a Band-Aid on it, it might make it a little bit more slippery to put the Band-Aid on. Next, I have a couple of pain medications. I typically don't take pain medications, just my personal preference. I like to do more holistic and home remedies like tea, go lay down, drink some ginger ale, some seltzer water, whatever. But I do have a couple of medications here and there. So I just have this little quick pack of Advil. I don't take Advil, so this is like the kind of thing that you get from like corner stores, convenience stores, 7-Eleven, gas stations, stuff like that. So I have that little thing of Advil. It's like 1 dose or 2 doses, and then I have Tylenol and the same kind of thing. It's 2 caplets in this one. I also have, this is what I take when I have menstrual cramps. I have my Aleve. So it's nice because it lasts 12 hours, and I try not to take a lot of these in a month in general. So I'll probably take 4 to 6 in a month, which is great for me. Next, I have this Target brand. This is a cough suppressant and topic analgesic. It is basically a Target brand Vicks. This is what it looks like. And it's just great when I have a stuffy noses sometimes in the wintertime. Looks just like Vicks, much cheaper, and it works great. Next, I have some tissues. These aren't really first aid items, but whenever you're sick, you might want to make sure you have tissues, or you have allergies, or whatever the case may be. You can get these things like this in like CVS, like different like drugstore, little travel sections, and also in the Target travel section as well. I love Target. That's why I keep mentioning it. And next, I have the first aid kit that I got the on-brand Band-Aid products for, so that I can get this free first aid kit. Now, this is a Johnson & Johnson first aid kit, and it has 4 different types of bandages. So it has a 1" by 3" 5 of those Band-Aids. And then it has a 3/4 inch by 3" 10 of those. It has a 5/8" and a 2¼ inch 15 of those Band-Aids. And then it has a 3/4 inch and 3" 21 of those Band-Aids. And then gauze pads, Johnson & Johnson hand cleansing wipes, and then Neosporin antibiotic ointment, as well as this nice case. This is meant to go in my emergency bag, which is why I have not opened this at all. Now, lastly, so this is what I got when I went away to college 7 years ago. I still kept the container, and it has like less stuff in it than it originally came with, but this is just a traditional Target first aid kit. These should be a lot of these going around on sale right now, especially at Walmart, Target, things like that, because it's back to school season. You can also get things like this from Amazon as well. Now, initially it came with a ton of things, and I'm pretty sure it was under $20. If you guys can read that, it came with initially 40 adhesive bandages of one size, 30 adhesive bandages of additional size, 10 spot adhesive bandages, 1 adhesive bandage of a larger size, 10 butterfly closures, 1 adhesive roll of tape, 6 gauze of one size, 4 of another size, 1 trauma pad, 5 antibiotic ointment packets, 10 cotton tobacco applicators or Q-tips. It had 2 protective gloves, which I still have, 1 instant cold compress, 8 antacid tablets, 8 aspirin tablets, 8 non-aspirin tablets, 30 alcohol wipes, 3 finger splints, 1 first aid guide, and 1 pair of tweezers. So it definitely came with a ton of stuff when it initially was purchased by me. This is how it looks right now. So I basically have some facial tissue in here. I have the gloves that it came with. This is 2 plastic gloves. It also comes with this little manual, as I mentioned. So it's just like a little first aid kit manual. It has the symptoms of a couple of things, like if you have bleeding or burns. Oops. This is how it's, oh my goodness, so clumsy today. It's this little chart, and then also comes in Spanish as well, which is great. I also have just a ton of the gauze pads, these tongue suppressants, that's what it's called, tongue suppressants. I also threw a couple of these in here. This is the things you get like little free giveaways, and it's just 2 of these little spray hand sanitizers, which is great to clean my hands because the wipes are no longer in here. If I ever need to use a first aid kit. I also have a thermometer, which I had brought when I was going to college, which is definitely great for the pandemic. You know, if you ever start feeling wary about something, you can definitely check your stuff on the thermometer. This is another thing that's pretty cool. So when I went on a cruise a couple of years ago, I was getting a little motion sick. I didn't even think about that for the trip, so I didn't have anything prepared. But of course, the cruise sells overpriced things to help deal with that. So I have this Motion Ease. It's basically an essential oil meant for motion sickness, and the blend of oils is a botanical oil blend of lavender, peppermint, frankincense, chamomile, myrrh, and lang lang. I think that's how you pronounce it. I also have just literally a ton of the Band-Aids that came with, and then some of the ointments, the cotton balls, and the cotton swabs. So that is the end of my first aid essentials video. So definitely be sure to comment below your favorite first aid essential, and definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the 3rd video of this series. Thanks for watching.